What is up everyone, welcome back to Mainly Movies, the channel where we talk about, well, mainly movies. So welcome back to my weekly pickups, where I'm not actually going to be calling it weekly pickups anymore. I'm just going to be calling it my pickups, because, essentially it's not really a weekly pickups anymore because, there might be a few weeks in a row where I do pick up these movies or, whatever, comics or whatever in a week in a row, and I'll have the time to make the videos. If I don't, I might end up making one in a month's time or something like that, just because I'm very busy. I wish I could be doing them weekly pickups, but I can't. But anyway, these are my pickups that I got this week. So the first one is the major motion picture soundtrack of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Now I saw this movie last night. Fantastic movie. My review should be up by the time this video is up, so check out that one. I don't have the CD in here just because of it's in the CD player. Also, I've been listening to this in the car, and it's so and you get the little booklet which comes with all the shots of the movie and some other cool stuff. All the different pictures of the actors and actresses, and well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so like I said, if you want to hear my opinion on the film, then watch my review, which should be out soon, and I can't get this back on. Now, the next thing I picked up is a Blu-ray, and it's the new Blu-ray of the week, and that is Avengers Endgame. Now, like I said, I liked this movie. I thought it was a great conclusion to the Marvel movies. I wish it was the conclusion to the Marvel movies, but they're going to make a billion more because they're making billions and billions of money off those movies, which is alright because usually they get some good filmmakers on those projects. But it's that's all people really want to see nowadays, is kind of these sort of movies, and that's why I really liked Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, because it shows more original films and the film itself feels original. But this movie is still pretty good, and I got it to finish my Avengers collection and the Marvel collection. I don't have Captain Marvel yet, that's the only one I'm missing, but yeah, now this, the special features on disc 1, Blu-ray feature film plus special features, play a movie with audio commentary by directors Joe and Anthony Russo, and the writer Christopher Marcus, Stephen McFeely. Blu-ray special features on the disc 2 is Remembering Stan Lee, setting the tone, casting Robert Downey Jr., a man of time, creating Captain America, Black Widow, whatever it takes, deleted scenes, gag reel, the Russo brothers' journey to Endgame, and more. So that's pretty cool right there. Now, the next movie I got was originally a Netflix-only film, but they released it on Blu-ray, thank God. It's directed by Alex Garland, who I am a big fan of. He directed Ex Machina, and that is Annihilation. I thought this was a really good movie. It was kind of mysterious. I didn't know where it was going to go, and the ending of this film is worth it. And there's some pretty cool sequences in this film, and it kind of made me a little uneasy, the film. But over an hour of bonus content, special features, refractions, story origins for those that follow, casting, Annihilation, Shimmer, shooting on location, Vanished into Havoc, visual and special effects, and much more. So that's pretty cool. I did enjoy that movie, and I'm looking forward to rewatching it, especially on Blu-ray. The next movie I got is another movie to complete a collection, and that's Jason Bourne. Now, I like Bourne Identity and the other two. They're not that great. The thing about them is Bourne Identity feels like it's more of a higher, it's higher on a filmmaking level, whereas the other two, I feel like the action's a little sloppily made. Like, I mean, I know that Paul Greengrass does a good job at Steadicam, but I feel like they feel a little more sloppily made than the first one. Although I do like the way they combine the story within each other, which I thought that was pretty good. But this one is just kind of meh. It's generic, but it definitely beats Bourne Legacy, which I'm not going to get. Also, another thing that I picked up before I get into my last Blu-ray is this Once Upon a Time in Hollywood poster that I got for free when I went to see the movie. It looks pretty cool. It's just like a little thing. It's got all the landmarks of Hollywood from the 1960s, and a lot of it's still there, and it looks pretty cool. So yeah, and the next Blu-ray that I got is Unsane, directed by Steven Soderbergh. Now, it says from the director of Contagion and Side Effects. I haven't seen those movies. I just watched a Red Letter Media review, which was a looking back on the year, one of those videos where they talk about the looking back on the year thing. was watching one of those and Jay was talking about Unsane, and it kind of intrigued me and I wanted to see it. I don't know anything about the film besides you don't know whether she's insane or not, and she might see people, or I don't really know. It's a movie that I'm interested to see whether it's good or not. And also with Bourne, I forgot to do the bonus features. So bringing back Matt Damon as Bourne, bare knuckle boxing, close quarters combat, underground, rumble, the Athenians escape, convention chaos, shutting down the Las Vegas Strip. And with Unsane, the bonus feature is Insanity, which I don't know what that is, but you know, sounds interesting. Now the next thing I got is the 4th issue of Savage Avengers. Now I've been reading this series. It's okay. It's kind of like if Michael Bay was doing a Marvel film or like a Marvel comic, because it's just tons of action. There's not much dialogue. My major complaint with it is the way that most of the characters are written, because they're all a bunch of anti-heroes. You got the Punisher, Wolverine, Elektra, Dr. Voodoo, Conan, and Venom. You know, the way that some of them are written is really weird, except Conan, because Jerry Duggan has done the Savage sort of Conan run, which I enjoyed, and if you've watched my weekly pickups before, you've seen that I've picked them up, and the first arc of that he wrote was unbelievably cool. The ending was especially really cool, and he knows how to write Conan. But in this film, I keep talking about films, but in this comic run, Conan's my favourite, of course, but the rest of them are very obscurely written, and I'm kind of interested to see where it's going. At the moment, it's just non-stop action. Now, the next comic I got is the 7th issue of Martian Manhunter. I'm really enjoying this. The artwork's really good, and it's taking a really good turn. Now, I thought, because of the it was between the 3rd and 4th issue, I didn't actually know where this is going to go. I thought it was going to go in a completely different direction than it went, but it's going in a very good direction. I'm liking the way that it's going, and I'm interested to read it. I haven't read these two. They've been out for a couple of weeks. I got them a couple of weeks ago, but I just actually haven't read them yet. So yeah. So guys, thank you for watching the video. Now I got a Pulp Fiction review coming up, as well as a Have You Seen It, which is going to be Shamed, which is this month's. It's the monthly segment where I talk about underrated, underappreciated film. This month is Shamed, so stay tuned for that. So guys, thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.